we are Crush FM. I'm at the Kool Haus tonight for Fresh Fest.
I swear, I swear, I swear. What up? Hey, look, don't be shy.
What up, what up?
Turn up, this is my first time here.
First time,
Y'all better turn up, look.
off the stage.
I came all the way from Detroit. In Detroit, when we, look. In Detroit, when we on our job and we get to it, we get money and we doing everything, we doing positive stuff, we just be like, we be yawning. Hey!
Y'all know this shit? Y'all run to us, man.
The last hip-hop event to happen in this historical venue before they close their doors this Sunday. Kool Haus, once known as the Warehouse, has hosted tons of hip-hop acts over the past 2 decades.
I go by the name of T-Rex, and tonight, this one's for all the real hip-hop fans on the inside. If you ever watched Rap City before, if you remember Fabulous when he used to wear those Mitchell and Ness and the oversized fitteds, I'm not talking about motherfuckers that just started liking hip-hop last week, last year. I'm talking about motherfuckers that have been rocking with that art form for years. If you love hip-hop music, I want to hear some Corona noise right now. Let's go!
So I'm Jenny, this is Crush FM, and we're sitting with Meeno while he does his thing for Fresh Fest, opening up for Fabulous. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Shout outs to Crush for having me here. And I'm looking to turn up with you guys tonight. Hope you guys are gonna have a great time. Yeah. We turn up early. We don't wait. We just jump right into it.
You're already turned up.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I'm off some mollies and perks. I'm joking. Nah, I'm joking.
Okay, so we'll get into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, where you came from, your age.
Well, I'm actually like 21 years old. I'll be 21 in May. I've been working on this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing my music since I was like 14.
Word around the dot, I'm a prophet. Hanging with them F-boys making profit. You ain't getting money, nigga, just stop it. Pharaoh got more cuffs on me, had to cop it. Big.
My background, I'm Jamaican. Both parents are Jamaican. But I grew up in the States. I was born in New York, grew up in Connecticut. I spent like 10 years in Connecticut. Then I moved to Jamaica for a little bit because of some family issues. So when I moved to Jamaica, we stayed like 3 years out there. We lived in Mandeville, Manchester, right by the ocean side. It was really dope, you know. I got to experience a different side of life. Like, it helped me value life a little bit more because, you know, when you, like, people in Jamaica, they don't really have too much.
Yeah, of course. So they live closer to the ground.
Yeah, it was like restarting when we went back. So it was cool, you know. I got to do the uniform thing for school, you know.
So you went to school in Jamaica?
Yeah.
That's cool.
For 3 years.
What years?
From 10 to 13.
Okay, so that's impactful. Those are important.
Very important. And when you're 12, you actually go to high school in Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I actually got to experience being around, you know, adults at 12 years old. I don't know if you would say adults, but older people, you know what I mean? So it was pretty cool. And then.
So where did you get involved in the music scene? Was it in Jamaica or in Connecticut or all over?
In Connecticut, I actually started like when I was 8 years old. I was always trying to rewrite people's raps. You know, I'd hear a DMX record or a Jay-Z record and say, hey, I'm going to try to rewrite it.
That's
but,
cool.
you know, it was like cartoon raps. You know, it wasn't anything serious. So when I hit like 12, 13, I felt like coming back from Jamaica, coming to Canada, I experienced so much. And I just, you know, took to the journal and I just always wrote. And I actually won a rap competition when I came here in Mississauga. I went to Camilla Senior Road Public School, by the way. That's right near Hugh Ontario and Queensway. So when I went there, I won a rap competition. I'm like, shit, I'm really good at this. I should. Oh, can I cuss?
Yeah,
sure?
you can. Yeah.
I was like, shit, I'm really good at this. So I kept doing it. And yeah, ever since then, I just felt like I was a prophet at a young age.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what exactly brought you to Toronto?
My dad, he actually got recruited out here for some electrical engineering work. So he was always trying to get me into that side of life, but I wasn't interested in it because it's like he was sitting in a cubicle for 24 hours of the day. And I'm like very vibrant and I like to move around, so I couldn't do it. But I do have a little knowledge in that field, you know, audio, visual, setup, like the stuff they're doing here. I could totally do this by my damn self.
What if we need a rocket ship?
Well, you know what? I'm not NASA, Jenny. But I'll try my best. But yeah, for like the whole electrical stuff, I'm like pretty good at that. And I tried to play sports when I was in school. It never really interested me too much, but I played with my friends on my like time off after school and stuff. A little bit of a baller, you know. I got a nice 3-point shot. I draw. I'm a little bit artistic guy. Like, you know, I drew my tattoos out.
Oh, you drew those yourself?
Well, I gave my guy the idea, my tattoo artist, and then he kind of like made it better.
That's cool.
I gave him a rough sketch, so I like to draw on my time.
So how's your family through all this? Your mom, your dad, are they supportive?
She's good. I mean, I think all of that made us stronger as a family. I mean, seeing a lot of different soil kind of just showed us how short life is, you know what I mean, and how much things there are to experience in this lifetime. I mean, they definitely work hard to give me a lot. I live with my mom and my stepdad. He's been with me since I was like 2 years old though, so it's kind of like my biological father. I call him Pops, you know?
Yeah, of course.
My real dad I never really met. He lives in Atlanta, but he tries to communicate with me, you know? Hopefully at some time when I'm 40 or something, we can have a conversation.
So he has a good relationship with his mama, ladies.
I'm a mama's boy. I'm a mama's boy.
So I'm impressed by your writing skills because you're one of the few artists that actually do.
Really?
Yeah, of course, and your stuff's actually pretty dope. I want to know if you have any rituals or any certain traditions you do when you're getting ready to prepare music or when you're writing music, or.
I like to be left alone for the most part. Like I'll go into a corner and I'll zone out. I just try to like. I kind of overthink sometimes, you know, so I'll try to like remember stuff in my head, repeat it all over and over and over in my head. So I'll just look at something for a while and bob my head back and forth. But I mean, that's like when I'm gonna try to freestyle on a record. I'm sorry. And yes, this is
live.
This
is what Crush FM's about.
Bitch, blow up my Motorola. Hello. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's but when I'm gonna write, like I'll sit down and I get inspired by anything. Anything really. Like this right here is gonna inspire me to write a record, you know? Like
that's cool.
My trip in Vancouver inspires me to write a record. So a conversation I can have with someone on the street, I get inspired by the littlest things. So it's not that hard for me to start whipping up something. That's why a lot of times people will find me probably in a mall sitting down just like looking strange, but I'm really trying to think of something to put together in my head.
Jay just pulled up in the Rover. There you go. I told Focus hit the motor. Yeah, you don't know we finna show ya.
Watch this.
You blow up, they think they know ya.
Yeah.
So what's up next? Do you have anything that you're working on currently?
I got a whole
or
lot.
that you're working on?
Yeah, I got a whole lot. So we just finished up the YYZ record. I gave you one.
Yes, I love it. It's amazing.
Thank you. It's Genchi. We've been handing it out to everybody in Toronto. I'm working on this EP right now. It's like an album. It's called The Genchi Code. It's gonna have 6 tracks. I have some great features. I'm not gonna mention who it is, but
oh, there's secrets.
If you go on my Instagram, you'll actually.
You're not gonna hear it at Crush first.
You know what? Because I like Chinks Drugs. So you know we have 2 really dope features, and after that I'm working on another solo EP. It's actually called Don Julio. It's gonna have like 8 solo songs on there for the ladies. That's something for like Valentine's Day, so expect it around February.
Pull up in that rose stand, shining with that rose gold. Feel like I'm Kurt Cobain, cause I'm just getting more dough. Blowing on that soul plane, yeah, I'm talking purple.
Hold on, can I say something else?
Yeah, of course.
I also got a record with DJ Mustard. It's called Dirty. We have Lola Monroe on the remix. I got something with Corey Guns coming. It's called Assquake. I got a big record with Jimmy Johnson. We just shot a video for that. Yeah, he's from Toronto as well. That should be dropping around next week. I just did something with Tory Lanez. It's called Must Be the Way. That should be coming this spring. Who else did we work with?
That's a lot of people.
I worked with too much people.
Well, I notice I follow you, and you're always up to something. So how do you maintain balance? Is there anything else you're doing? You're just doing your music right now. That's what you're focusing on.
For me, it's like I don't ever want to stay stagnant, and like the people around me kind of help me to keep moving.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yo, man, you haven't released anything in a while," so I'll get up and be like, "Shit, you're right," and like, you know, start whipping up something. But for the most part, I'm always in the studio, so I never really focus on, oh, I have to keep doing something, because I'm always doing something.
Ooh, getting money every day, nigga, what you tryna say? Ha, you know my niggas don't play, nigga, what you tryna say? Nigga, what you tryna say? From Toronto to the Bay, getting money every day.
First 3 things that you do as soon as you wake up in the morning.
First 3 things I do when I wake up in the morning. So I check
the first 3 things.
I check my 16 missed phone calls.
So you check your phone, like most of us.
You know,
I'm an Instagrammer in the morning.
You're an Instagrammer in the morning?
I'm an Instagrammer in the morning. It's embarrassing.
Oh man. So I check my phone calls. I usually have a lot of phone calls, missed phone calls. I'll check my Instagram. I won't lie to you. I'll check my Instagram.
It's addicting.
It is.
Instagram's addicting.
Yo, Instagram's a waste of time. Let me just tell everybody this. Instagram's a waste of time, okay? If you have something important to do, don't check your Instagram because you'll be on it for a while.
Although it's a good platform if you are doing something.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people are wasting time
productively when you use it properly. Yeah. So yeah, those are the 2 things. I'll check my missed calls. I'll check my Instagram, and then, you know, I'll probably say like, I'll try to create a wise saying for the morning, for the day. Yeah, I'll try to whip up like a wise sentence. That's inspiring. Yeah, he's looking at me like, no, you don't.
Man, you wake up and wank at first thing in the morning. Don't you lie.
Scratch my ass.
Okay, cool. Oh, actually, we're trying to be a little more political.
Yeah.
In the future, we're going to have live shows. We're going to have a lot of political things because I feel like there's a lot of things that need to be talked about that aren't talked about in society. So if you had one complaint, or if you could change one thing about how we work as a society, what would you change? I know it's a deep question. You probably have an answer.
And I tell people all the time, I would change the fact that we're not like a unit. Like no one works together anymore. You know, a lot of people are so like antisocial and so secluded from like from working with a large community. You know what I mean? Especially in this Toronto hip-hop community. I mean, I think it's changing now, though. Like, a lot of artists are coming together, producers, DJs, but I feel like a lot of DJs feel like they can't play Toronto artists in clubs, or they can't play Toronto artists on radios. And
yeah, that's a shame.
That's one of the biggest issues I'm having right now, so that's one of the touching topics for me. But like I said, it is changing, and it is my plan to change it for 2015. I'm going to make sure that DJs play Toronto artists and that they respect us a whole lot more, because we work hard, man, like for real.
Of course, and there's a whole bunch of you out there that are talented.
Exactly.
So.
And for the artists who aren't really working with other Toronto artists, yeah, you might want to change the way you do that.
Don's coming after you.
Yeah, I'm working with every Toronto artist. I'm making sure of it this year, 2015. I'm gonna bring the unity together. So that's the big issue. I feel like people, they're not a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Perfect.
So, but yeah, so we performing here tonight. Yep. Fabulous concert, Dej Loaf, Fresh Fest. We turning up. My whole SOSMG family is here. Jenny's here. We're gonna have a great time. I hope to see a lot of familiar faces tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Crush. And we're out.
We're out. He's got to go do his mic check.
Hell yeah, I got to get out of here. Jenny is giving me like, she's making my nipples hot. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Okay. None of my niggas did. I'm saying she been calling me up. Going to talk and she wanted me. Running shots like a referee. Get a pussy wet and you know the Touch the road for that cheesecake. I'm a running with the free space. I'm the pillar of more. This shit to my fucking bitch for like 3 days. She left me up the valley. The valley. The nigga said she fucking with me. Just hands on me like a mommy. They say the boy is stuck, he out of here,